If you want to support this channel and get cool Attack on Titan merch like humanity's strongest soldier, Superman, Batman, Ackerman, and keep calm and check out the merch store, link in the description. What is up, everybody? It's Animac here for Anime Uproar, and before we get started, I just want to thank you all for over 100,000 subscribers. I know that some of our most active and loyal fans here on the channel are our Attack on Titan fans, and we really love and appreciate each and every one of you. We plan on celebrating this huge milestone with parties on our Discord server and on our Twitch, so be sure to follow us on Discord and Twitch if you want to take part in this. We're going to be having voice chat parties on Discord, we're going to be playing party games on Twitch, so feel free to join us. In this video, we will be talking about the 9th and final Titan shifter, the Warhammer Titan. And of course, this video will contain spoilers up to the latest chapters of the Attack on Titan manga. Now, we've known that a 9th Titan shifter existed out there somewhere for quite a while, but we only learned the name of the final Titan shifter back in chapter 95 of the manga. A chapter that, interestingly enough, has the title Liar. The reason that this title is interesting is that we are told by Zeke that the possessor of the Warhammer Titan is the head of the Tybur noble family, Willy Tybur. However, the first time we actually see the Warhammer Titan is in chapter 101 of the manga. And this happens after Eren rips Willy Tybur apart and murders him. At this point, it is revealed that the true holder of the Warhammer Titan was not Willy Tybur, but rather his sister. Here on the channel, we deliberately held off on making an entire video on the Warhammer Titan after chapter 101 because we had a feeling that we would learn a lot more about it in the next chapters, since the battle between the Warhammer Titan and Eren and the Survey Corps was just getting started. And as predicted, we learned a lot more information about the Warhammer Titan and its truly impressive powers in chapter 102 of the manga, and I can't wait to talk about it all right here in this video. If you enjoyed the Attack on Titan content on this channel and you want to see more, be sure to leave a like to let me know. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And we are now posting daily anime content on Twitter and Instagram, so feel free to follow us at Anime Uproar. The Warhammer Titan has been in the possession of a noble Eldian family known as the Tyburs for many generations. And the Tybur family is unique because despite being Eldians, they are treated with respect and allowed to live freely in Marley. On top of that, we later learn from Willy Tybur that the Tybur family are actually the secret rulers of Marley. And I am sure that the Warhammer Titan, with its incredible abilities, constitutes a major factor in how the Tyburs were able to attain this position. When we first see the Warhammer Titan appear after Eren's attack on Willy, Eren's attack Titan pounces right away, so we don't even get to see the Warhammer Titan's full transformation until it uses its unique ability to impale Eren on a giant spike that seems to shoot up from the ground. When we finally do see the Warhammer Titan, it is definitely an absolutely unique form. With a helmet-like cover on its head that includes straps across the eyes and mouth, the appearance of the Warhammer Titan has been compared to the armor of a medieval knight, to an executioner, and even to the Grim Reaper. The incredible power of the Warhammer Titan has also been compared to alchemy. Think of Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. And this is because the Warhammer Titan can literally create weapons from its body. Many Titan shifters have the ability to harden their body or parts of their body, but the Warhammer Titan can use this hardening power to produce weapons that are not directly connected to its body. In chapter 102, Eren states that he believes that the Warhammer Titan's ability to create weapons is directly related to its hardening ability. And despite its name, the Warhammer Titan can generate a lot more than just a hammer. Along with a hammer, this Titan can create a giant spike, multiple smaller spikes that it scatters across the ground, and a variety of other weapons including a crossbow. So not only can this Titan use its ability to materialize powerful short-range weapons, but it can actually create a weapon that launches projectiles at long distance. And if these conventional weapons weren't bad enough, the Warhammer Titan can launch a whole bunch of deadly spikes at its opponent at the same time, essentially producing what looks like a terrifying tree of destruction. By the way, shout out to my boy Laws, who had guessed about 6 months ago that the Warhammer Titan's ability might be to produce various tools or weapons. During the battle against the Warhammer Titan, Eren and the Survey Corps realized that unlike the other Titans, the Warhammer Titan appears to be invulnerable to attacks against its head and nape. Eren then remembers that when the body of the Warhammer Titan first appeared, it was built up from the feet and not from its nape. This leads to a pretty big twist, as we learn that the body of the shifter is not located inside the Warhammer Titan at all. Instead, the body of Willy Tybur's sister is located inside a crystal that looks exactly like the crystal that Annie created for herself after she was captured back on the island. As the Warhammer Titan is fighting Eren in the plaza, the shifter's body is inside the crystal beneath the plaza, and the crystal is connected to the foot of the Warhammer Titan through some sort of cord. Eren manages to grab the crystal and rip off the cord connecting it to the Warhammer Titan, which makes the Titan's body collapse. However, Willy Tybur's sister is not frozen inside the crystal. On the contrary, she remains conscious inside the crystal and she is aware of what's going on. We see her open her eyes inside the crystal, and when she sees the right opportunity, she is able to transform again and create a new Titan body from inside the crystal. This was a huge reveal for me personally, because this means that Annie is most likely still conscious and aware of what is going on inside her crystal as well. Annie is unable to transform at this time because her crystal is being kept underground. But knowing what we know now regarding Willy's sister, it is safe to assume that if Annie's crystal is moved at some point and she sees the right opportunity, she could choose to trigger another Titan transformation and use it to escape from the Survey Corps. Maybe Annie has already made a move at some point during the time skip and we just don't know it yet. I am certain that the unique powers of the Warhammer Titan have some sort of significance for Annie's situation, and I can't wait to see where the Annie storyline goes from here. Aside from the Warhammer Titan's incredible powers, including generating epic weapons of various shapes and sizes, being able to take damage to the nape without being hurt due to the fact that the shifter is outside of the body, and having excellent stamina that allows the shifter to create a new Titan as soon as the cord to the old one is severed, the Warhammer Titan likely has additional advantages. If the story that we've been told so far is true, and we cannot know for sure because it is clear that Willy has been lying about certain things, but if the Warhammer Titan really has been within the same family for generations, then this would mean that the current shifter, Willy Tybur's sister, is able to access the memories of the previous shifters without problem. When a Titan shifter power is held within the same family, such as the Fritz royal family, the memories that the current shifters can access are clearer than the memories that a random person would have access to if they had taken their Titan power from someone they had no connection to. The other big question is whether the Tybur family possesses royal blood. We know that shifters with royal blood are more powerful and possess extra abilities than shifters who do not have royal blood. For example, shifters with royal blood have the ability to control mindless Titans. But while the Tyburs are an Eldian noble family, I know that many of you do not think that they have royal blood like the Fritz family does. However, personally, I do think that the Tybur and other Eldian noble families would have royal blood. The reason that I say this is that if we look at empires and kingdoms throughout history, royal families always intermarried with the noble families of theirs or other kingdoms. On the one hand, members of the royal family cannot just marry each other because, let's face it, being inbred for a long period of time without diversifying their gene pool would likely lead to severe genetic abnormalities in their children. On the other hand, the Eldian royal family would not accept mere commoners into their ranks, since historically almost all royal families made a big deal out of not marrying commoners. So the only real option for the Fritz family before they moved to the island would have been to marry their children to the children of the Eldian noble families. I would imagine that over the centuries, some members of the Tybur family would have married members of the Fritz family and vice versa. If one of the Eldian kings had an older son and a younger daughter, the son would likely become the king and any woman he married would become a Fritz. But since the king still had another child who wouldn't be the queen because her brother was the king, she would need to marry a member of one of the noble families and join that noble family. So I can definitely see that in cases where the king had multiple children, some of the children could have married into the Tybur family. And this would mean that at the current point in history, the Tyburs also have royal blood. One hint that could point to this is the fact that the Warhammer Titan is able to speak in complete sentences while in its Titan form. Whereas most Titans seem to have trouble speaking, just think of Ymir when she was in her Jaw Titan form and how her words came out when she spoke as a Titan. On the other hand, the Titan that speaks the most clearly and in the most complete sentences is Zeke Yeager's Beast Titan. And of course we know that Zeke has royal blood, so this could be a clue. However, we don't have enough evidence to say for sure at this point, so at this time the idea that the Tyburs have royal blood is just my theory. Personally, I can't wait to see what else the Warhammer Titan has in store, and I'm looking forward to finding out more about the Tybur family and their history. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like the Warhammer Titan's power, and where do you think that the Warhammer Titan ranks on the list of the most powerful Titan shifters? Also, let me know whether you think that the Tybur family has royal blood. If you enjoy the Attack on Titan videos on this channel and you'd like to see more, be sure to leave a like to let me know. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Be sure to join us on Discord and Twitch, where we're gonna be having parties to celebrate the fact that we hit over 100,000 subscribers. It's crazy, thank you all again. And we are also posting daily anime content on Twitter and Instagram, so feel free to follow us there at Anime Uproar. As always, thank you all so much for watching, thank you again for the unbelievable support, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.